So, I might be doing this late, but yeah, it's officially Christmas. So yeah, guys, so I will be uploading videos on my TikTok, on my, open up presents, and I will be updating my Marvel Legends collection after, Christmas. So guys, let's get into the story. Let's get into this, the, story. So this is the Christmas special, What If? And I did talk about making this What If in my, um, about the channel video. What if Deku was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or had Rudolph's powers? Now, what the heck? I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry, I just hear something weird. But yeah, Deku's power is that basically he can he has the powers of a flying reindeer. Okay, let me list Deku's powers. Deku has the ability to summon um uh reindeer horns from his head. Deku also has the ability to Deku has a red nose. Like, Deku has a nose, like his whole entire nose. The tip of his nose is bright red. Like, it's bright red, like, red paint just got splat all over it. It's bright red in a perfect circle on the top of his, nose. If Deku, gets angry or gets scared, his nose flashes up to like a flashbang attack. Pretty much Deku can blind somebody with the pretty much light that he takes off with his nose. Deku can boost up the light to a point of, burning somebody's eyes out, or to a point, blinding somebody, or to a point to temporarily, blind somebody so he can get out of there as fast as possible. Deku also has the ability to run as fast as a reindeer, and I'm pretty sure a reindeer can run faster than a human. Deku also has the ability to transform into a reindeer, but he can only do it once a day. Deku also is able to fly, but he flies a lot more faster when he's in reindeer form. But yeah, Deku also has the ability to, whatchamacallit. Deku also has all the abilities of a reindeer, but not, he doesn't have, the full abilities of a reindeer while he's in his human form. Deku also has the ability to, pretty much Deku also has the ability to levitate other objects, but not move them with his mind. Just, give them zero gravity, so they're just flying around everywhere. But yeah, Deku also has the ability to well, talk to reindeers. Now, Deku, I think this was a given. Deku is able to, Deku is able to mentally, telepathically communicate with reindeers. Deku also, in this universe, Deku, does Deku's father pretty much does, like, wildlife a lot, and pretty much takes Deku out on camping trips, and then in there they always run into some sort of deer. Deku always talks to the deer, tells it to leave them alone, blah blah blah, everything's okay. So Deku has a really strong quirk. So yeah, Deku is pretty, cool. Now, Deku still has green hair and green eyes. Deku's whole entire appearance didn't change too much, other than, the the huge red dot on his nose, his red nose. Pretty much, Deku got a nickname while he was at school. Deku didn't really get bullied because he had a cool quirk. They just called him that because his quirk imitated, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. So pretty much everybody in school called him Rudolph, and pretty much it wasn't really an insult. It was just a compliment, and it kind of had a nod on how Deku's quirk works, kind of like Rudolph. So Deku, you know, had Rudolph's power. Deku also has the strength of a uh, Deku also has, sorry guys, Deku also has the strength of a deer, a reindeer. Yeah. Deku also has the strength of a reindeer as well. And I'm pretty sure a reindeer is pretty strong, and a reindeer can bite through bone. So I'm pretty sure a reindeer is pretty, OP, animal terms. So pretty much, yeah. So Deku, basically, is really popular. Bakugo's best friends with Deku in this universe. Pretty much everything's, better for Deku. Deku gets, a nickname. Deku's quirk is actually called Reindeer or Rudolph because the doctor, thought, yeah, he has a red nose, so why not? Deku's quirk was named Rudolph. And Deku will eventually be calling his hero name Rudolph. So yeah, Deku's hero name is either going to be Rudolph or Reindeer. Either one of you guys in the comments go in the comments below, and tell me if would you rather have Rudolph or Reindeer or any other suggestions that you guys want me to do for this new What If. And I also will be uploading um as much What Ifs on Christmas. You can ask me for any, and I mean any What Ifs. Like, it doesn't really have to, it's not really limited to nothing, dudes. You can ask me to do a what if on a movie that I haven't even heard of. You can ask me to do a what if on a different anime I haven't even heard of. Actually, I need to, go back to what ifs of different animes that I forgot, like how, what if Belle was a werewolf? I forgot about that one. But yeah, let's get back into the story. Sorry, guys. So Deku pretty much, goes, to school, blah, 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 everything's okay. Deku doesn't get bullied, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty much, a quick talk. So, we skip by to the 10-month arc training, and Deku's training with Bakugo. Now, guys, disclaimer, I'm going to be going all the way up to the sports festival. So, guys, just get tight and ready, get your Christmas cookies, whatever. So, Deku starts, training and training with his new found, whatchamacallit, best friend Bakugo. So Deku's training at Deku Beach with his friend Bakugo, pretty much grabbing pieces of trash and flying away with them still in his hand to, other piles of trash. Deku and Bakugo clear up the Deku Beach in about a span of 9 months. So Deku has 1 month extra, and pretty much that month was purely devoted on training their physical bodies and combat training more. They did train with their combat training over the 10 months, but they, started training more and more with their, fighting skills. So Deku does know a little bit of, Deku does, have like a black belt type of karate level of skill. So Deku's pretty, good in combat. Bakugo is actually good in combat as well. So they go with toe-to-toe, blow-to-blow. Bakugo throws the explosion towards Deku. Deku dodges it and grabs Bakugo's arm, where he just threw the explosion from, and chucks him right into a piece of, dirt. Deku tries to, drop kick Bakugo while he's on the ground, but Bakugo dodges easily, and Deku sees that Bakugo tries to throw another explosion towards Deku. Deku uses his nose to semi-blind Bakugo, and Deku flies up in the air. Deku flies back down towards Bakugo, full thrust, pretty much knocking him down to the ground, knocking out Bakugo. Pretty much Bakugo says that's a good run, and pretty much, says to Deku that you're pretty cool, you're pretty good, bro. And pretty much after that, month of them training their physical bodies, blah, blah, Deku has the same body that he had in canon, and Deku pretty much, goes back to, school. So, goes to the entrance exam. Deku and Bakugo, congratulate him. They, pretty much, say good luck to each other and walk off. Deku actually bumps into Ochaku while he's there, and pretty much, starts flirting with Ochaku. Deku, says, okay, have a good day, and pretty much walks off and bumps into another girl with purple hair, with some sort of, jacks from her hair. Her jacks from her earlobes. Deku's confused, and pretty much he says, sorry. Are you okay? Deku says, yeah, I'm okay. What about you? Now, Deku, he has the same personality. Deku isn't chill. He's still, quirky. And Deku's a lot more nicer, but Deku, isn't a punk like in canon, but yeah. So Deku pretty much, tells, pretty much the purple hair girl, see you later, blah, 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 sorry, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much they walk off from each other in the distance. In the rain, just kidding. So pretty much Deku goes into the entrance exam, and pretty much they get started. So Deku gets the whole entire, walk through what is going to be happening, and Deku just ignores it. They get started, and Deku ditches everybody by flying in the air. Deku's flying around left and right, crashing into robots left and right, talking and taking them down. Deku's also using his um red nose quirk to blind the robots for a short amount of time so he can get behind them, take them out. So Deku's, flying around and he sees the Zero Point robot. Deku's about to run away, but he hears a girl screaming. Deku flies down there and sees that it's Ochaku of the Stone Rebel. Deku kicks the rebel off of Ochaku because on the way there, Deku was transforming into his reindeer form. Deku, gestured Ochaku to get on top of him. And Ochaku, jumped on top of Deku. Deku started flying into the air, flying as fast as pretty much Superman top speed, flying around the whole entire map in seconds, getting her to Recovery Girl and back into the ring, taking out more robots left and right. Now, Deku in his Ranger form, his nose quirk is more precise, meaning that I'm going to make Deku OP. Deku can shoot lasers made out of pure light from his nose. So yeah, Deku could already, burn people's eyes with his nose, but Deku can now shoot lasers from his nose while he's in his reindeer form. So Deku's pretty, OP. So pretty much Deku starts running left and right towards, robots, and pretty much impels them with his horns left and right, and taking them into, smithereens. After that, the match is over, blah blah blah. They get told to go back home. Deku flies back home and goes into, his room. Deku gets in there and pretty much. Oh, sorry guys. I thought I just heard something. Pretty much after that, Deku goes back home, waits for a couple minutes, and Deku goes, back to, waits for a couple of days, and he goes back to UA after, the whole entire, getting the note from UA and all that other stuff. So Deku goes to UA, walks in class 1A, and pretty much sits right between Ochaku and, Jiro, right in front of, Momo, and right behind Mineta.